My name is Peter Shaw, 52 years old, and I live in Austin, Texas. Last night, I sold my biotech company for $60 million. I should have been celebrating the biggest win of my life. I should have been relaxed, smiling, enjoying the moment. Instead, a waiter leaned close to me, his voice shaking, his eyes wide with fear. He whispered 5 words that froze my blood. "Sir, your daughter drugged you." The world around me blurred. The music, the laughter, the clinking glasses. Everything turned distant and hollow. I looked across the table at my only child, Emily Shaw, 24, a girl I raised alone after her mother passed. A girl I loved more than my own life. And she was smiling, like nothing was wrong, like she hadn't just tried to end me. And at that moment, I realized something terrifying. I didn't know my daughter at all. The restaurant was packed. Warm lights, soft jazz, white tablecloths, people dressed for anniversaries, promotions, date nights. We were sitting in a private corner booth at Eleanor's Steakhouse, one of the most upscale restaurants in downtown Austin. Emily had insisted we celebrate here. She'd booked the table a week ago. She even picked the wine. "Dad," she said, raising her glass, "I am so proud of you. Really." I smiled. I believed her. Why wouldn't I? I'd spent 2 decades building Apex Biodine from my garage. 2 decades of sacrifice, of hard nights, of failures and miracles. And now, a major pharmaceutical company had bought us for $60 million. I felt free, light, like life was finally giving me a second start. And tonight was supposed to be about family. Just me and my daughter. The 2 of us against the world, like always. Or so I thought. The waiter approached quietly. Young guy, maybe mid-20s, short brown hair, nervous energy. His name tag said Ivan. He leaned toward me. Too close, too tense. "Sir," he whispered, "don't drink that." I blinked. What? He swallowed hard. His eyes flicked toward Emily, who was busy texting someone on her phone. Then he whispered, "I saw her pour something into your wine." My breath caught. My chest tightened. I wanted to believe I misheard. "What are you talking about?" I asked. He didn't back away, didn't stutter, didn't look unsure. "Sir, I swear on my job, she put a powder in your glass. A few minutes ago." I stared at the wine. Red, smooth, perfectly normal. A part of me wanted to laugh. This was ridiculous. My daughter would never. Evan spoke again. "Please, don't even pretend to sip it. I'm begging you." He walked away before I could respond. Not casually, not politely, just fast. Like someone fleeing a crime scene. My mind raced. My heartbeat hammered in my ears. Emily looked up. "You okay, Dad?" Her eyes were soft. Warm, almost too warm. I forced a smile. "Yeah, just tired. Long day." She raised her glass again. "To new beginnings." New beginnings. The words tasted wrong. I looked down at my wine, then at hers. 2 identical glasses. Same shape. Same deep red color. And at that moment, my instinct took over. Calm, cold, quiet. The same instinct that helped me save my company 5 times from collapse. I gently reached for her glass. "Oh, sorry," I said. "I think the waiter mixed ours." "Take mine." I placed my glass in front of her. The one Evan had warned me about. Emily paused. Just for a second. Not long. Not obvious. But enough. Enough to tell me everything. She wasn't expecting that move. "Yeah, sure," she said, hiding the crack in her voice. She lifted the glass, smiled, and drank. 1 sip, 2, 3. My stomach tightened. I didn't want to hurt her. I didn't want her to drink anything dangerous. But I had no choice. I needed to know the truth. I needed proof. And seconds later, I got it. It started slow. A blink. A wobble. Her hand shaking as she set the glass down. "Dad, I feel weird." Her voice slurred. Her pupils dilated. Her breathing quickened. Then she stood up. Too fast. Too sudden. "Dad, I need..." She collapsed forward. Her head hit the edge of the table. Dishes crashed. People screamed. "Call 911. Somebody help her." Oh my God. I caught her before she hit the floor. Her body limp. Her skin cold. Her pulse weak. This wasn't an allergic reaction. This wasn't fainting. This was a drug. A strong one. And she had meant it for me. The paramedics rushed in within minutes. They loaded her onto a stretcher. They shouted numbers I didn't understand. BP dropping. Heart rate unstable. Possible toxic ingestion. Toxic ingestion. The phrase hit me like a punch. I looked down at my hands. Her blood smeared on my cuffs. Her hair tangled on my jacket. And, for the first time in my life, I felt fear. Real fear. Not for myself, but for what my daughter had turned into. I rode in the ambulance with her. Sirens stabbing the night. Paramedics shouting. Monitoring machines beeping. Emily was unconscious. Her chest rising and falling too fast. Her lips turning pale. I watched her. Helpless. Terrified. How had we gotten here? What had I done wrong? What kind of daughter tries to erase her own father? But then another thought hit me. A darker one. If she was willing to drug me, someone else was behind it. Someone pulling strings. Someone using her. Someone who wanted my 60 million more than she did. But who? And then I remembered a face. A voice. A man I never trusted. Ryan, Emily's boyfriend. The one with debts. The one who always smiled too wide. The one who had been strangely excited about the sale. The pieces were starting to fit, but I wasn't ready for the truth. Not yet. Not until the hospital. Not until what I overheard. Not until the conspiracy unfolded. And that was only the beginning. The ambulance doors burst open. Bright lights stabbed my eyes. Cold air bit my skin. They rushed Emily inside. Her body jerks. Her breathing is shallow. Her pulse is unstable. Narcotic? Sedative? Unknown toxin? I heard a nurse yell. They pushed her into trauma room 4. Doors slammed shut. Monitors beeped. Doctors barked orders. And I stood there, frozen, shaking, unable to breathe. A nurse touched my arm. "Sir, please wait in the family room." Family room. Funny word for someone whose daughter just tried to kill him. But I nodded. I walked. My legs felt heavy. My hands are cold. I sat down in a plastic chair. The clock ticked loudly. The hallway smelled like disinfectant. I stared at the ground. Minutes passed. Or maybe hours. Time stopped making sense. Then, footsteps approached. A doctor stepped in. Asian, mid-40s. Short hair. Serious eyes. "Mr. Shaw?" His voice is calm, controlled, comforting. "Yes," I said quietly. "I'm Dr. Michael Chen," he said. "I'm the attending physician for your daughter." I stood up. "What happened to her?" He took a breath. Her blood work came back positive for a powerful sedative, a dangerous one. My stomach dropped. "What kind of sedative?" He looked around, lowered his voice. "Olanzapine, in a nearly fatal dose. The air left my lungs." That's used for psychiatric sedation," I said. He nodded. "And only in controlled environments. What she ingested was not accidental." Not accidental. The words hit me hard. Dr. Chen studied my face. "Mr. Shaw, do you have any idea how she got it?" I opened my mouth, closed it, opened again. Finally, I whispered, "She meant it for me." Dr. Chen didn't look surprised. Not even a little. "I figured as much," he said. "We see this kind of thing more often than you'd think." I swallowed hard. "Is she going to live?" "Yes," he said firmly. "We stabilized her. But this was intentional poisoning. The dose was meant to incapacitate or, worse." My hands shook. He placed a hand on my shoulder. "There's something else you should know." "What?" I asked. Another doctor tried to override her report. Tried to label her reaction as an allergic event. No mention of toxicology. My heart stopped. "Who?" I whispered. His jaw tightened. "Dr. Aaron Reed." Dr. Reed walked into the waiting area minutes later. Tall, slick hair, forced smile, a face that had lied before. "Mr. Shaw," he said, Rough night, huh? His tone was wrong. Too casual. Too rehearsed. I reviewed your daughter's condition. He continued. It appears to be a rare allergic episode. Nothing more. He handed me a paper. A false diagnosis. My anger burned. What is this? I snapped. He smiled. The official record. For tomorrow's conservatorship hearing. My blood ran cold. What hearing? The words came out like gravel. He blinked. Surprised I didn't know. The one at 8 a.m.? The one your daughter filed? My hands clenched. She filed what? Dr. Reed froze. Too late. He revealed the secret, and now he had to cover it. He glanced around, backpedaling. I mean, maybe I misunderstood. But before he finished, his phone buzzed. He stepped aside. I didn't move, he answered, and I listened. I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but his voice was too loud, too careless. Yeah, Ryan. He's here. No, he doesn't know. The paperwork's ready. Yes, the judge is set. Just stick to the plan. Plan. Judge. Paperwork. A trap. And I was walking right into it. Dr. Reed turned back, realizing I'd heard everything. His face went pale. Mr. Shaw. But I was already walking away. I needed answers. And I knew exactly where to find them. It was past midnight when I arrived at Emily's place. Her apartment was small, messy, dark. Her purse was on the floor, her jacket tossed on the couch, her laptop open on the coffee table, and on the screen, emails, hundreds of them, all between Emily and Ryan. I opened the latest thread. My heart sank. Subject: the Shaw contingency, attachments, conservatorship, PDF, assets transfer, docs. I clicked. Legal documents, signatures forged, false statements, claims I was unstable, unfit, dangerous. If approved, she would gain full control of my wealth within 24 hours. I scrolled further. Messages escalated. Ryan's tone was cold, commanding. Make sure he drinks the dose. Reed is ready for the false report. The judge is in our pocket. Once he's under, sign the transfer. My hands trembled. But then I found something worse. A folder labeled RF Imports Routes. I opened it. Shipping maps, codes, numbers, cash transfers, smuggling activity, illegal shipments, millions of dollars, and Ryan's name everywhere. This wasn't just greed. This was crime, federal crime. And now I understood the full picture. Ryan wasn't just using Emily. He didn't just want my money. He wanted a clean exit from a criminal empire. And he wanted to use my fortune, my company, my name, to wash his sins clean. And Emily, my sweet Emily, she thought he loved her. She thought he cared. She thought she was doing all this for their future. But Ryan was using her as a pawn. And he was going to discard her the moment he got what he wanted. I sat down slowly, my breath shaking, my mind exploding with pieces of the puzzle. I needed someone who could help me, someone who could fight this legally, someone who wasn't afraid of corruption. And there was only one person, Daniel Wright, my corporate attorney of 15 years. Smart, ruthless, fearless. I dialed. He answered on the first ring. Peter? He said. You're calling late. You okay? No, I whispered. I need your help. Right now. His tone changed instantly. What happened? Someone tried to drug me. Emily drank it instead. And there's a conservatorship hearing at 8 a.m. Silence. Then, don't move, he said. I'm coming to you. And bring every document, every email, every file you found. Why? His answer was cold, sharp, deadly serious. Because whoever planned this isn't just after your money. They're after your identity, your company, and your freedom. He paused. And Peter? What? Don't trust anyone at that hospital except Dr. Chen. His voice dropped. Ryan is more dangerous than you think. Wright arrived in 15 minutes. Expensive suit, trench coat, eyes like a hawk. He stepped inside. I showed him everything. The emails, the PDFs, the smuggling routes, the bribe judge, Dr. Reed's involvement. He analyzed silently, page by page, never blinking. After 10 minutes, He spoke. "This isn't a family dispute," he said. "This is organized, coordinated, criminal." I swallowed. "What do we do?" He looked up. "We turn their trap into ours." "How?" His eyes narrowed. Courtroom, 8 a.m. We let them think they won. Let them present their lies. Let them get comfortable. "And then?" I asked. He smirked. "Then we break them, publicly, legally, completely." My heart pounded. "And Ryan?" Wright picked up the smuggling files. "These alone will put him away for years." He touched my shoulder. "Peter, tomorrow morning, we take everything back." 8 a.m. Travis County Civil Court. Austin, Texas. Cold hallways. Echoing footsteps. A judge who'd already been bought. Emily sat at the front. Weak. Pale. Eyes empty. Ryan sat beside her, whispering in her ear. Dr. Reed was already on the witness list. Ready to lie. Ready to bury me. And they all believed I wouldn't show. Ryan leaned back in his chair. Smug. Relaxed. Confident. He really thought he'd won. The bailiff entered. All rise. Everyone stood. Except Ryan. He stayed seated, smiling, waiting for the judge to begin without me. The judge looked around. "Is the respondent present?" Ryan spoke first. "No, Your Honor. Mr. Shaw has been mentally unstable. We believe he may be a danger to himself." The judge nodded. Voice cold. "Proceed." Ryan grinned. And then, the courtroom doors slammed open. Wright strode in first. Sharp suit. Cold eyes. A predator entering the arena. I followed behind him. Ryan's smile died instantly. Jaw tightened. Eyes widened. Emily gasped. "Dad." Dr. Reed froze. Sweat already forming. The judge looked annoyed. "Mr. Shaw, you're late." Wright stepped forward. "No, Your Honor. We're right on time." He placed a thick binder on the table. Hard. Loud. Final. The room fell silent. Ryan's lawyer rushed to speak. "Your Honor, we move to grant conservatorship immediately. Mr. Shaw has shown erratic behavior." Wright cut him off. "Erratic?" "He was poisoned last night." Gasps filled the room. Ryan shot up. "That's a lie." Wright didn't even look at him. He opened the binder. Exhibit A. Toxicology reports from Dr. Chen confirming a near-fatal sedative. The judge examined the papers, frowned. This wasn't part of the bribe. Ryan's voice cracked. "Your Honor, he's twisting." Wright continued. Exhibit B. Emails between Ryan and Dr. Aaron Reed. He slid printed copies across the table. Inside, the dosing instructions, the bribe arrangements, the prepared false diagnosis, the plan to claim I was unstable. Each line like a bullet. Dr. Reed's face turned gray, hands shaking. "Your Honor, I can explain." Wright didn't let him. "Please do. Because Exhibit C is your bank statement." He held up another document. $18,500 deposited from RF Imports, Ryan's shell company. The judge's eyebrows shot up. The courtroom went dead quiet. Dr. Reed's legs buckled. Wright stepped closer to him. "Dr. Reed, did you falsify medical reports?" I. His voice cracked. His eyes filled with panic. "Did you help administer an illegal sedative?" Dr. Reed grabbed his head. "I didn't want to. He forced me." The judge leaned forward. "Who forced you?" Dr. Reed pointed at Ryan, finger shaking violently. "Him, he threatened me. He said he'd ruin me. I didn't mean for the girl to drink it. It was supposed to be her father." Gasps exploded through the courtroom. Emily covered her mouth, tears streaming, her world collapsing. Ryan stood up violently. "You idiot. You were supposed to." He lunged, straight at me. Before Ryan could reach me, 3 men stepped out of the back row. Black suits, badges flashing. FBI. Ryan Cooper, the lead agent said, "You are under arrest for fraud, conspiracy smuggling, and attempted poisoning." Ryan's face twisted. "This is a setup. I didn't." He didn't get to finish. Agents slammed him onto the table. Handcuffs clicked. The entire courtroom watched in stunned silence. Emily sobbed, collapsed in her chair. Her world shattered. Dr. Reed sat shaking, broken, exposed. Wright closed the binder calmly. "Your Honor," he said, "the conservatorship petition is dismissed." The judge didn't even hesitate. Dismissed. Immediately. She banged the gavel. And just like that, the trap they set for me collapsed on them instead. Wright stepped closer to him. "Dr. Reed, did you falsify medical reports?" I. His voice cracked. His eyes filled with panic. "Did you help administer an illegal sedative?" Dr. Reed grabbed his head. "I didn't want to. He forced me." The judge leaned forward. "Who forced you?" Dr. Reed pointed at Ryan, finger shaking violently. "Him. He threatened me. He said he'd ruin me. I didn't mean for the girl to drink it. It was supposed to be her father." Gasps exploded through the courtroom. Emily covered her mouth, tears streaming, her world collapsing. Ryan stood up violently. "You idiot. You were supposed to." He lunged, straight at me. Before Ryan could reach me, 3 men stepped out of the back row. Black suits, badges flashing. FBI. "Ryan Cooper," the lead agent said, "you are under arrest for fraud, conspiracy smuggling, and attempted poisoning." Ryan's face twisted. "This is a setup. I didn't." He didn't get to finish. Agents slammed him onto the table. Handcuffs clicked. The entire courtroom watched in stunned silence. Emily sobbed, collapsed in her chair. Her world shattered. Dr. Reed sat shaking, broken, exposed. Wright closed the binder calmly. "Your Honor," he said, "the conservatorship petition is dismissed." The judge didn't even hesitate. Dismissed. Immediately. She banged the gavel. And just like that, the trap they set for me collapsed on them instead.